Clint here, Crimson Landscape, here to talk about round number 2. Outdoor kitchens. Okay, so a couple locations. We added outdoor kitchens for you to choose from. So location number 1 is right here. Great location, probably my preferred location. I set this software up because you can set it based on time, month, etc. I set it up for July 4th, 5 p.m. So you can see the western shadows being cast by the shade structure. So if you're sitting out there cooking, you can see the shadow right there. So it's a great location for it. I don't like putting this particular grill style underneath, and especially an egg underneath a shade structure, just because the soot and smoke that comes out for the large charcoal. Also, if you're cooking something super greasy like greasy hamburgers, it'll create some soot. This is an egg, or we sell Primo. Egg's great. We can leave the countertop just like this, where it's open, or we can make it more kind of circle where it's real tight around the egg. Middle here, this would be your propane tank for storage, and this would be your shutoff. And I believe Fire Magic is one of our brands they sell, makes a propane shutoff timer we can put right here. If you don't want to bend underneath it, you just turn the shutoff right there. Still recommend you shut it off, but we can do that. And we also can add power on this side or power on this side, so you have a place for a blender or our charcoal starter. No problem there. We can change this to a dining room table if need be, or we can leave it the outdoor living space. All right, over here. We could put the kitchen right here. Don't like that space. I don't like putting kitchens against a wall with two separate foundations, meaning your house has a foundation, your kitchen has a foundation. Inevitably, one's going to move just slightly when one moves more than the other. Sometimes you can see a gap, an unusual gap between the stone material. So it's just not a good idea, especially if you're looking out the door and you see that gap. It would drive you bonkers. Well, it would drive me bonkers, so that's why I don't have anything here. I didn't include plants here as well. I understand the idea of having plants here, but I wanted something really clean and grand when you walk out. So really what you see is you see the outdoor space, no obstacles. Because we'd have to go with some shade-tolerant plants here, which would probably be perennials, which would probably require a little bit more maintenance and wouldn't look quite as clean and healthy all year long. So if we did perennials, it looks good in spring and summer. It's not going to look good in winter. Option number 2 over here is going to be the full Monty. So basically it's the same kitchen I just showed you. I just added a bar. So it's a 36-inch countertop height kitchen. Then you have a 42-inch bar height bar. And added 4 chairs. Instead of bar height, I can even extend this out to where this is countertop height in there. You can generally find countertop outdoor rated chairs. This is a good space if you want a really big bar, outdoor living, grand space. I had a shade structure over it. I didn't really like it. It was a cedar, kind of matched the other one from a texture material. It just looks like we're trying to cram too much in the space. Happy to add it back if you want to see it. All right, over here, added a little space for lounge chairs. So it's a standard 8x8 space. We can embed umbrella sleeve in the concrete if you like. Or I can take this out, move this over in the corner, and I can put a really cool fire pit space in the corner if you like. Yeah, I probably would just leave it standalone where you walk up to the turf to get to it. And I can send you a picture of mine. That's what I did. So my hot tub's in the corner in my house. So you walk turf to get to mine, then I have concrete pads over here where you get in and out of the hot tub. You're on concrete. Putting green is an option. Then of course I did some plants back here. These are just simple pink mollies with lights. Pink molly is it's a pretty hardy ornamental grass. Turns a pinkish color in the fall. Nice and dense. Gets pretty tall and full. Still follows that modern theme. Plus they're a full sun plant. Over here, just turf. We can extend the landscape bed if you like, but right now it's just turf. Or we can extend the concrete this direction, and we just do gravel over here. Problem with doing gravel, it just all becomes dead space gravel. With turf, it's still kind of usable. I did not put plants here. This is a pretty tight space, and I prefer leaving it open for walking. The back here, I just extended the trees down and repeated the plan. So from a plant perspective, as you can see, the way I did it, I'm a plant nerd, so my backyard is plant heavy, but my backyard is pretty similar to yours where all my plants pretty much follow the outside edge of the fence. So your color and texture is outlining everything. So you have your living space all in this space, and you have your outline of the plants this way. So that's the way I did it. So just let me know if you like the kitchen here, or if you like the kitchen here, or if you want to change any of this out here to a fire pit or something like that. If any questions, just let me know. If you're a first-time guest, as always, you can check us out at crimsonlandscape.com.